Yay!
Yay! As you travel through the world, time passes, the number of days passed, blah, 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 is shown here. We're going to be at like 687. Everyone's going to be, these are all going to be at 0. It's all going to be Rook's fault. Moral drops, yada, yada, yada. Yep, we know this. Number of days, supplies, yep, we know this. In order to maintain morale and heal injuries, you must, yep, that's the camp button, gotcha. Cool, we did this already, but fine, we'll stop and, piss away our time. Hey! We got a guy to talk to. I forget who this is. I think this might have been Mr. Vaudeville, because he has the stash for it.
Okay.
When a day passes in the camp, yada yada yada, it's worth morale. Cool, let's rest. Anytime you can visit heroes and inspect the tents. Cool, let's do that. Oh, hey, we got our items from before, too. They're still equipped.
Oh, awesome!
Hey, look, there he is. there's our Martha man. We have our 2 twins. Oh, yeah, we got levels we could do. Alright, who do we want to move in here? Also, what does Aleo do? Because I don't even know what he does. What's he got going on?
I forget who voiced the twins.
It was me.
You did both of them?
Yeah. Because they both had the same voice. They didn't change.
Oh, wait. Weren't they like some wrestling tag team
They were Hogan.
Voice?
They were just Hulk Hogan. That's what we did. They were both Hulk Hogan. A tale worth telling. What does this do? Character results his target. Feats of strength and heroism. His words buff any ally when round, adding 1 damage for every 2 strength. The enemy is above the... Okay, that's... Okay. That's pretty good. Adding 1 damage for every 2 strength the enemy is above the target ally? Okay. Buffs have no effect if the buffed ally attacks an enemy of equal or lower strength. So picking the right... Okay, so when you use that ability on someone, they have to attack someone that's got a bigger strength than them. That's basically what that is. Got it. Interesting. Poet class. That's actually... He's worth it. Yes. Yay! Level up! Yay! Alright, let's see here. I feel like... What does this do? Dodge. Exertion is the amount of willpower that can be used in any given turn. Dodge.
Were they dodging earlier?
I don't remember this being a thing in the first game. Long lives generally belong to the fighter with the fewest scars. Locked must max stat. Okay. Well, I mean, I would do this anyway. So now what's this do? Oh, so if you max a stat, there's some bonuses you can get out of it. So dodge is something, or lucky shot.
Ooh.
Which does 30% bonus hit chance. Okay. That's interesting. Alright. This is the armor exploit.
Puncture wounds?
Causes a puncture. 10% to cause puncture, which I think just goes through armor, and I would guess that it goes through armor and straight to health.
So it's like a piercing.
Yeah, that's exactly what I think this is. Especially because it's just breaking the shield. I think it's going through it to the health. Divert. A small twist can turn a crushing blow. So this is a chance to avoid armor attack. Okay. Interesting. What about the others? Defy. 30% chance to avoid any killing blow. Oh! Oh, we're getting Darkest Dungeon in this shit. Okay. Alright. That's nice. Because that means if you're down to like 1 HP, you have this percentage of a chance to just completely ignore it. And just survive.
Ooh.
Stubborn. 20% to regen +1. Oh. Freaking willpower per turn chance? Regardless of what you do? Okay, That's neat. What's that? What else we got here? Robust. 20% chance to resist a strength attack. Or artillery strike. 10% bonus crit chance. Okay, that's neat. All right. What about this one? What's this do? Hunker down. 20% chance to resist armor damage, 1 armor damage. And then that increases from there to 2 and then to 3. Or Titan straps. 20% regen armor per turn. Ooh.
Ooh, that one might be the best.
Well, I'm trying to think, because he's definitely a guy that's going to be a buff. He's not a fighter up front, so we want him to survive.
So the stubborn or the
Well,
one
I mean,
that...
we can't get to that until we max the stats, like the original stats. So until we max any of these, we can't get to those.
It was the yellow one, right?
For which?
The one like avoid death.
To defy death. Was it this one? Yes. To avoid a killing blow. So the question is, do we want to give this to him? Because we do have to put in like 4 points for that before we get there.
You can take away the one that you added to the green.
I could, however, we lose the chance at dodging, because that is the other one to look at. Rather than a killing blow, we could just outright get missed with a strength attack, which is going to hit our health.
Ooh, but what would it better?
I mean, like, ideally he doesn't deal with this in... What is this one? This is bonus crit chance? Yeah, okay. Or hit chance. I would personally think the dodge is the better option here.
Okay.
Especially because we can get it right now. And it's like, we can put a max of 3 into this. Because we can have a 15% chance to just be like, nope.
Okay, let's do it.
So let's pump you. I like that. I like that a lot. Alright. So actually it does take renown to level up characters. Which I didn't realize either. It does take renown, but you need to have a certain number of kills before you're allowed to level up.
So wait, renown is money and it's boosting?
Yes, that's what it looks like.
Oh.
Renown is your money, and renown is your level up. Which kind of sucks.
I think that was another reason why we were so strapped for supplies.
Yeah, it might have been. We were trying to get people stronger. It takes 9. Well, let's look at what we got, because right now, Ivor's our strongest. He takes 11. We have 23 at the moment. We could level up some of our lower levels, too, if we wanted to. I want Aleo in this setup, because he's good. He's got some good shit going.
Oh, look! There's Luden!
You need to be in there. Alright, I remember myself. Oh. Ludin's got some good shit too, if I remember right.
No, I think Luden was a whiny teenager.
Yes, that's what I said. He's a whiny teenager.
I kind of forget if he had like that Scottish accent or not.
I don't remember, but he's whiny like this. Alright, I like this loadout so far. The only thing I'm thinking I want to throw in yet is an archer. Like, what does Oddleaf got going on? Character secretly selects an unoccupied tile. Okay, so she sets the trap. Fires 3 arrows in the air. If an enemy passes beneath the tile, they're hit. Okay, so that's you. What about Irsa? Irsa's got... Target throws a 5-tile area slag. Okay, yeah, so it throws slag, and if the enemy walks over it, they take damage. Target tile takes damage, seen below. Adjacent units take 2 strength damage. It also leaves randomly placed burned coals on unoccupied tiles. Target is empty, yada yada yada. Okay, so what does Nid do? Uses her longbow to shoot further than other, less experienced archers, and always hits her mark. Bird of Prey makes it possible for her to strike the units before they are able to get into attack range, and allows her passive Puncture. Oh, that's right. Okay, Puncture is the one that lets you shoot through multiple enemies at once.
And I think it may have been Nid who was hitting on Rook in the first game.
It might have been. I thought it was Oddleaf, though. Like, she seemed to be hitting on him for a bit. But Nid might have also been.
Because I know one of your voiced women was...
Mine was Alette. I don't remember if I had another one. And I don't remember what her voice was.
Yeah, but like one of your voiced women was potentially hitting on Rook.
I know yours was the one who was just like refusing to talk half the time or talked as little as possible. I think Nid was the one that Oddleaf was training.
Okay.
So who else do we want to level up? And who do we want this last slot to be?
Because
I could
Eric?
see any of them, honestly.
Eric, maybe?
Eric's the shield guy, isn't he? No, he's not. Who is he? Rally. Expert of the sea warfare, darting in and out of the so when he's oh, he gives willpower out. Okay.
Or do you want an archer?
I was leaning toward archer, and I feel like Nid might be the better one just because she's got range.
Okay, so Nid it is.
So you don't have an item. What could we give you? You're level 4, so these won't work. That's 5.
Those are 3.
Yeah, these are 3s. 20% dodge strength attack. +1 move, plus 10% dodge strength. Stamp. I think this one would be better because he gets dodge and he gets more movement, so he can get closer to people for that ability of his. So I think that should go to you. And as for her, what does this do? 1 will per turn. That's not terrible. Actually, that might be better than for him than this. Let me give you will per turn because that lets you reuse that, and then we'll give her movement. Actually, give that to you. You'll get movement. What's this do again? Dodge strength? Yeah, give that to you. Why not? Alright, so level ups. So, out of our current crew that we've got right now, Ludin, Ivor, and Rook can level. Or we could take care of some of the guys in the back right now.
I will say potentially Nid.
She can't. We don't have enough kills on her to get her up.
Maybe Hakon?
We can totally do that. He only takes 5. He's got 5 kills.
Okay.
Promote. He takes 7 renown to do that, though, I think. Yeah. You good with that?
Sure.
We have 18 right now.
Sure.
Alright. Let's see here. We could bump his strength up to max. Actually, what does his do? Sundering impacts. +1 break to heavy impact. Character hits even harder than an average warrior, and they have no chance to miss. He can wreak havoc with additional +1 strength, and also adds 1 break damage to the target, plus bonuses to heavy impact. Sundering impact is best used when carefully positioned so the impact hits as many enemies as possible to the single target. Okay. So we could boost him. What's his passive again? Character hits hard, adjacent enemies. Okay, so anything adjacent will take damage from him. So we could just bump his strength.
Okay.
I'm thinking that because he's a damage dealer. So I'm thinking that's good for him.
Okay.
So the next question is, who else do we level? Because we can probably get 1 more if we want to.
But do we want to? Because that's going to take our money away.
That's why I'm asking.
I would not. Can Rook be leveled?
Yes, he can.
How much does he cost, though?
9. We'll be down to 2 renown.
Oh. Against my better judgment, I'm going to get stronger.
He needs to get stronger from all the people he's killed. Okay, Rook's already got some high strength right now.
Wait, he can be promoted again?
He has enough kills to get promoted again.
How much is it, just for future reference?
13.
Wow.
Let's see here. We could boost his break the chain. We could boost that. This is already max, so we could pump into this already.
Oh, what's the second one?
The first one is robust, so we get to resist a strength attack, or we get a
there a
bonus
third
to a
option?
crit chance. There's
There's
only
no
2.
third. Oh.
There's only 2 on each one.
Mm.
So we either get a bonus to crit chance, or we get 20% damage, strength resist, but 1 strength resist damage.
Strength resist.
Okay. Oh, we have 1 more we can use yet. So where do you want to put the
max out blue.
Armor. Okay. All right. We have 2 renown. Nobody knows who we are. When you're ready, you can leave camp. Yep. But we want to talk to this guy.
Yes.
A strangely familiar man with a spear and tattoos beckons to you. His movements are somewhat odd, almost comical. You wouldn't be confused by, oh, what? That's, okay, he's talking in the third person. He's pulling an Ivor. Alright. You wouldn't be confused by Trevigi's presence if you'd supported his journey long ago.
What?
The man's eyes glaze over for a moment before clearing. He now acts like your old friends. I've lost it.
Lost what? Looks around to try to see what he's talking about.
My desire to keep going, the same as you.
I understand, but we have to keep moving.
Ah, you don't really mean that. But you did, once, and will again. Unless you go down to your ship. Unless you go down with your ship, Captain. Jimmy starts laughing. It's disturbing, and as you walk away, you hear him singing. Yellow and blue will lie to you, lie to you, lie to you.
Naughty.
I mean, I think that's all we need to do here. I think we're good. Don't forget, yellow and blue will lie to you, lie to you, lie to you. Lie to you. Shouted orders turn several ships towards the bank. You have no choice but to call all the vessels to a halt as well. By the time you land, the crowd is gathered by the water. A man in fine clothes and a missing hand stands at the center of the others. He smirks as you approach. I guess I'll take it. And there he is. The famed, self-proclaimed ruler of us all.
Are you the reason for this delay?
I don't answer questions from backwater scum. No matter how high they've risen in this pond.
Then I'll stop asking. Get back on the boats.
You don't know who you're talking to, do you? Rook, you might not remember when we first arrived in Forsgard, but I went with Bulwark to speak to the governor.
What's your point?
Well, this is Aruga, the governor. Ludin, the entitled Prince of Aberrang, who joined you in Einertoth, steps forward from the gathered crowd. The former governor of Borsgard, actually. Careful, Prince. Rivers are dangerous, especially this far from your papa's side. The threat causes a few gasps from the clansmen. Ludin's bodyguard, the usually quiet Varl Bersi, growls, but it was waved by the young prince. The Mender and I were just discussing Rook's banner. It'll look a nice addition to Borsgard's.
Fine. I don't really care.
Ivan's eyes go wide at your words. You can't mean that, Rook. After everything you've done, everything you've sacrificed. He's a broken man. I've seen it too many times. Just have him go hunt for food while I figure out how to keep everyone alive. Ludin clearly expects you to respond, but it's Ivan who speaks. Rook led this fight against Bellower while you hid in your great hall, Governor. I was seeing a besieged town in Mender. Just as fighting. In battle, isn't necessarily leading. But Rook kept us alive in the frozen wastes, he did. Oh, there's a random person. Okay, cries a man. Say this for Minotaur, too, adds a woman. Others join in, listing his deeds and cheering your name. Then it's settled. No more delays. Rook is our official guide to Aberrang. But will consult with me on the major decisions.
Everyone, just get back to the boats.
Yes, return to the ship. The helmeted guard next to Ruga makes a gesture for only the governor to see. Ruga laughs as the crowd disperses. Prince, your guide has got a lot to learn before Aberrang.
So Aberrang is the goal of this game at this point?
That's what it sounds like. Ahead, driftwood is collected, creating an impressive barrier for the longships. Alternatively, going ashore has its own risks for whatever might be lurking in the trees. Choices. Do you remember these choices? Don't you love them?
Yes.
How many of them will die because of you, Rook?
Oh my god. Bank the ships and set all axemen to chopping.
Once on land, you, Ivor, and everyone else with an axe starts hacking at the wooden blockade. Thudding sounds fill the air. Moments later, Ruga says, "Damn, we've got company." As a dredge approach from the woods, you realize others will have to hold them off until you've cleared the driftwood. Oh boy, it's time to fight, but we'll do that on the next episode, I think, don't you?
Yes.
We'll see you then.
Laters.